tell me something. Those two girls at the party last night, did you by any chance happen to fuck them?
What are you talking about?
Talking about those two girls that you were so blatantly hitting on.
I wasn't hitting on anyone.
Who were they?
They were just a couple of models.
And where did you disappear to for so long with them?
I didn't disappear with anyone. And anyways, who was that guy you were dancing with?
Friend of the Zieglers?
Is that all? What did he want?
What did he want? Wanted sex, right there.
So he just wanted to fuck my wife?
That's right.
Well, that's very understandable.
It's understandable?
Yeah. Because you're a very, very beautiful woman.
So what you're saying is the only reason any man ever wants to talk to me is because he wants to fuck me? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't think it's quite that black and white. And besides, I think we both know what men are really like.
So, on that basis, then I should conclude that you wanted to fuck those two models.
There are exceptions.
What makes you an exception?
Well, what makes me an exception is that I love you. And because that we're married. And that I would never do anything to hurt you or lie to you.
Let's just say there's a gorgeous woman in your office, naked, and you're feeling her fucking tits. Now, I just want to know what's going through your head when you're squeezing them.
Alice, you know that I'm a doctor. And you know that it's all very impersonal. And you also know that there's a nurse present.
So when it comes to squeezing tits, it's nothing but your professionalism. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. I mean, sex is the last thing on my mind when I'm with a patient.
What about this patient? Huh? What's going through her head when handsome Dr. Bill is squeezing her fucking tits? Do you think she has any little fantasies about handsome Dr. Bill's dick?
Yeah, look, women don't think that way.
Millions of years of evolution, right? And men gotta stick at every place they get a chance, right? But for women it's just about security and commitment and whatever the fuck else, right?
Well, I think this is a little simplified there, Alice. It's something like that.
A few men only knew.
No, I'll tell you what I know. I know that you've gotten a little stoned tonight. I also know that you've been trying to pick a fight with me. And I know now that you're trying to make me feel jealous.
But you're not the jealous type, are you?
No, I'm not.
Why have you never been jealous about me?
Gee, I don't know, Alice. Maybe because you're my wife. Maybe because you're the mother of my child. And maybe, just maybe, I know that you will never be unfaithful to me. Ever.
You are very, very sure of yourself, aren't you?
No, I'm actually sure of you. What's so funny?
Do you remember last summer at Cape Cod? There was this young naval officer.
No.
Well, I first saw him in the lobby when he was checking into the hotel. He was following the bellboy with his luggage to the elevator. And when he passed by, he glanced at me. Just glanced. Nothing more. But I could barely move. That afternoon, Helena went to the movies with her friends, and you and I made love. And we talked about our plans for the future. We talked about Helena. But at no point in time was he ever out of my mind. And I thought, if he wanted me, even for one night, I was prepared to give up everything. You, Helena, my whole fucking future. Everything. And it was weird because suddenly my love for you was dearer to me than it had ever been. At that moment, it became both tender and sad. I barely slept that night, and I woke up in a panic. I didn't know if I was afraid that he had left or afraid that he was still there. By dinner time, I realized that he had gone, and I was relieved.